Hey guys, Ricky here. This week we're looking at freelines. So these are freeline skates, also known as freelines. They're pretty much a ripstick without the stick in the middle. So freelines are pretty popular on my campus as a form of transportation. Outside, it's pretty impractical actually. The ground has to be relatively flat and smooth, and then any rocks, pebbles, and debris, they're basically landmines for your freelines. Turns out that my campus is just that, and there's a whole bandwagon for it. In terms of efficiency and where you can ride it, it's pretty impractical actually. But they look pretty cool if you can ride it well, since most people have never even seen it before. Even though they're so obscure, they're not cheap. So instead of buying my own, I'm going to be borrowing a pair from my friends this week. As a reminder, the 4 steps to good practice is 1, breaking up the skill into smaller skills. 2, reading up on the theory so that I can correct myself when making mistakes. 3, removing distractions. And then 4, just getting to it. So let's get started. Alright guys, so today we're going to start learning how to freeline skate, or as some people say, just freelining. So I'm actually in my church's parking lot right now. And as you can see, there's so much space to practice and skate. But we actually won't be starting with that. We're actually going to be starting over here, the rails. So here we are, we're at the rails. Got a nice pair of borrowed JMK rides. And we're going to first try to learn how to get on this beast without falling off. So the first thing we're going to do actually is just practice sliding back and forth on the free lines. So that's what the rail's for. And we're just going to push ourselves around on that and get used to how it moves. That marks the end of day 1. It was really productive to say the least. Learned how to stand on free lines, learned how to move side to side on a rail, on a wall, I can arc my feet in and out somewhat, but I'm confined to a wall. So next time we practice, we're gonna try to get off the wall. We're gonna try to skate without the handicaps. Definitely feeling it in my legs, so we're gonna see how the rest of practice goes. See you soon. Hi guys, it's day 3. So yesterday we managed to squeeze in about 1 or 2 hours of practice here. It's here and there, but we didn't film that. So yesterday I was able to start skating without the help of a wall, so that was pretty exciting. But it did take some time getting used to the skates again. It was hard even getting back on the skates and being able to balance. So we're going to be practicing on a gentle slope on the street in front of our home. I'm pretty excited for what we're going to do today. So I've been practicing for a few hours in the afternoon now. I think I've made quite a bit of progress, so I'm going to practice some more tonight and then call it a day. Hey guys, it's officially day 4. We've been making a lot of progress freelining lately. I'm still working on trying to freeline uphill though. It's harder than I expected. But after we do that, we're gonna try learning how to turn and hopefully U-turn. If we have extra time at the end, let's learn a few tricks. But let's get started for today. Hi guys, so today is the last day we're going to practice our free lines. This will help us to hit almost 20 hours, but it's been a week, and so that marks the end of the challenge. So I was actually practicing a little earlier today before the sun came out, and it was really tough going uphill even though we had practiced that earlier. And there's just so many variables, the material of the ground, starting on an incline versus starting on flat ground or even downhill. Yeah, there's still so much to improve, but we're just going to practice today and then we're going to call it where we'll call it. So let's get to it. here on campus, and this is basically the final test to freeline from one end of campus to the other end of campus. So this is my dorm actually, and we're on one of the farther ends of campus. Basically, we're going to use the freelines, if we do in the future, to get from class to the dorm. And so let's see if the practice actually paid off, if our 20 hours gets us from one end of campus to the other. So we're going to take you on a tour. Let's get to it.
Aside from my soul, there goes a sight, now there goes a sight from my soul, there goes a sight from my soul, there goes a sight, there goes a sight, there goes a sight from my soul. I think a fall angel just walked by. 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 There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my there goes a sight. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul.
We made it to the other end of campus, but as you can see, we stopped quite a few times. It was tough getting up that first hill out of our dorm, but then afterwards it was pretty smooth, except for the few times we lost balance or ran into a few rocks. It was a cool trip, but I don't see myself doing that at 8 a.m. just to get to class. We're definitely not at the skill needed to use the freelines on a day-to-day basis, but hopefully after this week I'll be able to borrow the freelines for some more time and get to practice with it so that I could actually use it to transport from class and back. Alright, so it's time for the end of the week evaluation. Gonna look back and we see that we hit just under 20 hours roughly, so our time requirement definitely was there, but then our goal was to be at a skill where we can use the freelines on a day-to-day basis, and that last clip, it shows that definitely we weren't actually there. So we asked where we can improve next time as we practice, and I think the area where we need to improve is structuring our practice. On the first day, I knew exactly what I needed to do. I needed to get on the freelines, I needed to go side to side before I can get off. But then afterwards, we just practiced whatever we wanted, which wasn't really helpful all the time. Clearly, on a flat campus, we don't need to turn that much. And I think I spent a lot of time doing that. So all in all, I would probably give ourselves a B on effort, and maybe a B on execution as well in terms of meeting the goal. Yeah, so hopefully in the future I get to borrow the freelines for longer and actually get to practice and learn and get to use that as a form of transportation. But for now, I hope you enjoy this, and we hope to see you next week. See ya.
There goes a sight from my soul.